And the rockets red black, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Set the salvo, set to kick off for the Knights. Jake Linton back deep for the Indians.
Welcome to Saturday at the Knights. It's 1 o'clock on Saturday, March 20th. I don't think you could call this spring football, but this is our second game of the season, having won the first game decisively. Billerica is the opponent, and the kick goes into the end zone. A nice booming kick. Seth DeSalvo kicked off, as usual. He's a senior, 5'11", 180. The North Andover defense is on the field. And the Billerica Indians are. Seidel is the quarterback. There's a handoff on the jet sweep. Makes the corner. Cabrera out wide to this side, along with Hamilton in the slot. Hamilton in motion, gets the ball, cuts back, makes only a yard or two, if that. So brings up third and about 4. Furlow on the corner here. Looks like a passing down, of course. Player in motion, a double reverse, comes outside and is tackled. For a moment, he looked certain to make the 30 on the first down, but he hesitated. And in that instant, 2 defenders closed on the ball carrier. Though he had a blocker, they were undeterred, and It's a 4th and 1. And Sigsbury, the coach, looks like he's going to go for it. This doesn't mean he will. 3 backs. Gives it, and he is stacked up and doesn't look like he has it. What a break for North Andover. Walensky, among others, in on the tackle there. So Roche is number 77. He is the left tackle. 2 tight ends. Walensky in motion. Let's see if he gets free. Nice cutback behind his blocking. The cut turned a possible loss or no gain into a really nice gain. Down on the verge of the red zone after the first play here. Ankowitz wide over by the yard marker. But it comes back the other way. Steve Ferrullo with a really nice gain. Deep in the red zone. But a flag. There's a flag at the 20-yard line. Looks like they're going to call holding on North Andover. Pace off the penalty. So 2nd and 10. Cam Watson was in on that running play as the fullback. Steve Ferrillo, who gained a lot of yards last week. He's the heavy back, and Walensky sometimes is in the slot, but he does a lot of jet sweeps. Wide open. Is that Ankowitz? Calls the touchdown, stretches out. That is Wolfie. Max Wolfgang, 6'4", 225. Has college offers already. This is his senior year. One of many Wolfgangs to play sports at North Andover over the years here. So with 8:24 left in the opening stanza, the kick is no good.
Extra point, wide right. Score remains North Andover 6, Billerica 0.
6-0. North Andover having no trouble scoring. They were running the ball until they were offended by a penalty, at which time the coach decided to, well, if you're going to call a penalty on us, we're going to throw the ball. I think that would indicate that the coach thinks he has a better than average chance of winning this game, I would say. Billerica's a good team. Billerica and Tewksbury become more and more rivals for North Andover in the last 10 years. And at least one of the two has a really good team every year. This might be a slight rebuilding year for Billerica. Had great teams the last couple of years, and they have great teams coming perhaps by next year, but certainly 2 years from now they should be back on top again. This is a shortened season due to the protocols in place in the last year. A lot of things were deferred last March. The game we're playing today is one we may have played ordinarily in September or October of 2020. But we're playing those games in the spring, 21, and it's a gorgeous day, second week in a row. Here's Seidel. Nice open hole. The Billerica line is big. That was over right guard, maybe the smallest of the 5 linemen. But even at that, he's well over 200 pounds. Everybody else is 240, 260. So this is a heavy line. Should do well on short. Thanks. So Seidel comes in with the play. Coach Dwayne Sigsbury has had a good career at Billerica. Sigsbury gets outside, but is close to the marker. I think you could say he made it on the bounce, but so his 4th and 1, they ran for it the last time, emboldened by their success then. They're sputtering a little bit on offense, but they don't have continuity, but they do have some good plays. Sigsbury's fast and elusive, yet he's not faster than the North Andover defenders, so he may make some good cuts today, but for sheer straight-ahead speed, they're not deterred. Here he is, and so they're 1 for 2. The first time they tried it on this point of the field, under these circumstances, they did not make the first down, and North Andover, of course, scored. This time they did by a yard. Just the same, he still only made a yard and a half. So North Andover's defenders on the front line are playing very well. Good coaching. Cut back by Jake Linton. He's 5'8", 175, and a junior. Jack Ferrulo, good defender, making the tackle for North Andover. Jack is a junior, one of 3 Ferrulos, I believe, out there on defense. The glare off the turf, it's hard to read their numbers in the sun, but you'd expect them all to be out there. And almost no gain until the runner is swarmed by 3 or 4 tacklers for North Andover. Jack Roche on the tackle. Coming in with the play, quarterback. little talk between
Timeout, Billerica. The first charge timeout.
Seidel and Dufour. Some disagreement perhaps over what the play would be. 3rd and 5. Billerica decides they want to talk it over. North Andover has the timeout. They're getting some water. Wolfgang and Roche and others along that front line. The defensive coach is out there, as is the head coach. In fact, we've got 4 coaches in the huddle with the defense here. Jack Carbone, good player, two-way player. A lot of two-way players on this particular team. Young secondary. Man in motion, fake, ball, batted. Wolfgang bats it down. The receiver on the left went downfield and turned in. Had a possibility. Looked like he broke momentarily open. Probably would have caught it if the ball could have been delivered, but Wolfgang anticipating the play and in the right place to get his hand up and swat it back at Billerica. Back at you. Here's the punter. Line drive punt. Good distance. Oh. North Andover fields it. Adam Lawrence. In fielding the punt, he had to go to the ground and was called down. Safe to do that in high school, to call it that way. So there's 3:43 in the first quarter to go. North Andover with the ball. Ferrillo once again. The play was called to the right. That was pretty well stacked up. The defense had moved in that direction, which opened up the middle. So Ferrillo just stopped, changed his direction, came right up the middle, made some good yards. So it's second down and 3 to 4, 3.5 yards. If they make the 45, they'll have the first down. It's an inside handoff. 2 backs coming through. Second back gets the ball. Ankowitz wide over here, right against the sideline. Inside handoff. Stacked up by 24, Dufour of Billerica. So second and 9 at the North Andover 48. Near to midfield. Coach Dobzinski speaks to Schimler. They have a play. Tight formation. No one split wide. running back picking his way through tacklers. Nice gain by Jake Wolinski. He's a senior. 5'10", 180. Very good athlete. Also super shooter at basketball. Plays varsity for North Andover. Inside handoff. Cutback. Making first down plus yardage. Runner comes down the line, takes the handoff, gets to the left tackle, and turns upfield. And of course, that was Wolinski again. He gets better with the number of carries. It's very durable. Rolling, and throws it away. Two receivers, too deep, and the third receiver coming across very shallow. No really good opportunity for Will, so he throws it away. Schindler is a senior, 6'1", 190, threw 3 touchdown passes last week, which was very good because North Andover started the game running. They played very conservative, running the clock, shortening the game. So here's a play where you might consider a pass or something they haven't seen. The ball is over the 37. Third and 9. So the first quarter time has run out. 12 minutes reset on the clock for the second quarter. North Andover has scored. They have 6, and Billerica is yet to score. Yet to mount a really good long drive. It looks like they have a good defense, but North Andover is playing exceptionally well on defense. The Scarlet Knights, John Dubzinski, comes from a football family, and his defenses are always very good. They're very well coached, watch a lot of film. They're never out of position. This defensive line, you wouldn't say anyone is particularly bulky or heavy, although he has had players like that. But they have good mobility, good technique, and they're tackling for no gain. So, North Andover with the ball. First play. Long pass down, and intended for Wolfgang. There is a flag somewhere on that play. 2 officials talking it over. It was, I don't believe it was interfering with the catch, but we'll see. Okay, so offensive pass interference. The officials are pacing off. The ball is now back over midfield. 3rd and over 20. Might be 23. So, you wouldn't expect us to force the ball long downfield, but you probably want to get a pass off quickly into the middle. Walensky, nice catch. Gains about almost 18 yards on that one play. It's 4th and 8. I think if you gained 18, you probably aren't going to punt here. The coach is talking to Will, the quarterback. Send in a play, pointed at the clipboard. Adam Lawrence in the slot, 3 wide on the wide side of the field. Looking for the player in well defensed. A good play. They sent the 3 receivers down, flared the running back out. The pass was a safe pass, and sort of put the elusive offensive player in an area where he can make a lot of moves and use his speed and his athletic ability. But the defender was more than enough to make the tackle single-handedly. So, good defensive play by Billerica. The game remains competitive. North Andover gaining more yards, 11 minutes. Here's the ball handed inside, and great speed out to midfield. Dominic Gerd, he's a junior, 5'7", 175, and he exhibited really good running ability. I think that's the first we've seen of him, certainly the first carry I can remember. So here we are again. He has the ability to There he is again. He's short, so it's difficult to bring him down in a pile. So they found some offense here suddenly. The momentum is on the side of the Billerica varsity team here. They're over midfield at the 44 of North Andover. The substitute receiver in at flanker, blocking. They're running into the middle again, and if he's fighting for the first down marker, he gained almost enough, but I don't think quite enough. It's about a mile. Yeah, a mile. A yard is as good as a mile against the North Andover defense. Caden Reagan was in on that previous play, comes out on this play, and here's Gerd again. Just loves that play around the right side. He has good vision of where he wants to make the cut, where he wants to try to get upfield. And another first down. This could be dangerous if he continues to make those plays to the outside. North Andover defense is going to have to shift a little bit to accommodate that edge. So here he is now. Gerd is next to the quarterback. He's noticeably shorter. Has it again. This time 2 defenders on him. Get him by the waist, the knees. It's only 3, so an adjustment has been made by North Andover to play this. Dussault comes out. North Andover playing 3-2-2. There's a defender out. Oh, my. Here is Gerd running down the sidelines. North Andover thought they had the ball carrier, but he did not have the ball. Trickeration. And Gerd scores. And suddenly, with 8 minutes in the second quarter, Billerica is on the scoreboard. The game is tied, shockingly. But they found something in Gerd. North Andover decided to place a back or a linebacker over on the left-hand side, split him out a little, and blitz. He blitzed and he tackled a runner, but not the one who got the ball. And by blitzing, they opened up a lane for Gerd. Took a risk, and it worked out for Billerica. This is a very competitive game now. Billerica has the momentum at the moment. I think North Andover has the superior players, so. And they now have a challenge. Verana is the kicker for Billerica, and he's lined up to kick off. Tall. Looks like a basketball player, maybe a soccer player. Good kickoff, but not in the end zone. Good return. Ball out to the 27. Jake Walensky on that return. Good striding. Not a lot of kickoffs. There's one more block that you need. Cut back. Ferrillo, a short gain. Billerica now playing good defense. Miles Jean, a senior, 5'7". It's the corner on that side. He's switching. Goes out line wide. The Ankowitz, for a moment there, was by himself. I mean, it was a running play, but if you had a second to call an audible, you probably could have hit him wide open. In that switch of the defensive back formation, he was momentarily uncovered. So third down, looks like a little bit of a trickeration here. Long ball, and the defender has his back. Gee, when I was in high school, I think that was a defensive penalty. You jump without being able to see the ball. You jump into the arms of the receiver. But North Andover not getting the call. I think the officials think that they can still win this. That was Wolfgang, the intended receiver. That might be the longest pass they've thrown to him so far this year in 5.5 quarters. Big, tall punt going sideways near midfield. Not what we were hoping for, and Billerica now has 20 yards less to go to score should they score again, and they do have momentum at the moment. So this is a dangerous moment in the game for North Andover. They need someone to take charge, get excited, get angry, take control. So we're back here. Vic Ratana, number 71, 280-pound center, leading the varsity onto the field. Once again, the ball handed off, but inside the tackle this time. They're getting a little rambunctious trying to run him. He's usually can make his moves to the outside. Not much space in the middle. Seidel and Gerd handing the ball, the second runner, crisscrossing the left side of the Billerica offense. The center is 280, the guard is 250, and the tackle is 262, 260. In fact, they're all 6'1", 6'2". If you have to make a yard, that's where they should be running it. Similar play. It worked once, do it again, do essentially the same play. First down, Billerica. So they're well inside North Andover territory at the 37. The chains have moved. They have a new first down for Billerica. 4 minutes, 10 seconds. The clock is running. Billerica, of course, they made their extra point, so they're ahead 7-6 in this game. There's Gerd again, cutting back again. They've now fathomed out the handoff, the timing, the cutback. North Andover now is much better prepared to handle his options. Seidel talk to the coach. Coach is thrusting his arm in the direction repeatedly of the end zone, trying to make it happen. There's a really good blitz inside by North Andover, running up into the offensive backfield, disrupting the play. Coming wide, has the corner, down the sideline, and in to score. Jacob Linton, I believe. Another short back, hard to see in the backfield, makes the corner and just outran the defense on that side. So this is the first moment in this season that North Andover is not in the lead. And to make matters worse, they get the extra point. So 14-6, Billerica 14, the Knights 6, and they will receive the ball with 2 minutes and about 6 seconds. The kick return team's coming on to the field for North Andover. Sean Rana, the tall, thin kicker, is out there once again. .6'2", 175. Plays tight end. Line drive kick. This will be a difficult kick to return, but it is picked up. Runs into his own man. Makes it out over the 20 to the 25. Walensky again, aggressive on that play. See, the possibility was that it would have gone out of bounds at say the 5-yard line, or worse. So North Andover with 4 wide, 2 on either side. Look like they're opening things up here. As the ball given to Walensky. Makes the corner, breaks away. Walensky, one man to beat. And the last man manages to get an arm around him, just enough to slow him up so that 2 other defenders had a chance to tackle him, but that is the way to start. Timeout North Andover. So they've 1:46. There's a timeout. The clock is still running, but there's a minute and 45 seconds, more or less, given that play remaining. North Andover calls the timeout. They have to make a decision now. Do we work the clock down and try to score with little time left, or do we try a higher risk play and just score now? Given the way Billerica has been able to run the ball mostly around the right side, but now back to the other side, I think North Andover would like to deprive them of the opportunity until they've gone into the locker room and talked over the changes they're going to need in the defense. So, same formation, and Jake, false start penalty, take away 5 yards, brings it from the 39 to say the 44, and we have 1st and 15 for North Andover. They have 4 downs to get a first down here and move the ball into the red zone. Ankowitz wide out here. About a 5-yard gain on that play. Adam Lawrence. They line up quickly again. Flip the receivers. Will looking long. Got a receiver wide open and caught. First and goal at the 1. What a beautiful play. The receiver was running stride for stride until the ball was released. And then he just gained a foot with every stride, pulling away. The defender managed to ankle tackle him at the 1. One more stride and he would have been in. So this looks like it should be a running play given to Ferrillo, I think, I would say. It looks like he's in. So, North Andover trailing by 2. The extra point or point after opportunity. Do you kick for 1 or do you run Ferrillo again to get the 2 points? So undoubtedly they're going for the 2. Let's see what they have. Do we throw a lob pass to Wolf? Try another running play? Here it is. There's an official's call. Sigsbury with a last timeout. There are 46 seconds left in the half. Sigsbury is taking advantage of what he has. He has fast little backs who are short and very big but not fast offensive linemen. Although the guard looks like he's in there to pull and block. And so he's been able to keep the North Andover defense inside while the runner tries to make the corner. Ferrillo, it looks like, going wide, has the corner, has the points, and here we are with 47 seconds left to go. It's a tie game on a beautiful day. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's a high ceiling. Gorgeous day. A lot of ultraviolet here today. A vitamin C, vitamin D day. Coach Dubzinski congratulating the players and at the same time saying, get back from the side of the field, don't get on the field. Not controlled exuberance. So North Andover has to feel pretty good right now. Pretty good. The momentum was continuing to run in Billerica's favor. And North Andover, like a champion team, playing within themselves, and when they had to extend and get something done, they had no problem doing it. It's a trick kick down, bouncing around. It was a free ball for a moment there. Billerica manages to get on it and stay on it. Jacob Linton, who scored that last touchdown, was back to receive that kick on that side and managed to do the right thing, to get the right thing done there. That was an unusual kickoff. It was deep enough, but shallow enough to drop in a place where there wasn't a receiver. A nice opportunity. So we have a timeout. Seth DeSalvo with that kickoff. Runner making the corner. Here's the defender all the way from the other side of the field, was the last man, but two defenders got him down before a good run for a first down. So Billerica continuing to run at will here. Dufour. Gert is not the obvious starter, Hamilton, number 27, is listed to be the starter in the backfield, but Gerd has made the most of the opportunity. .57", 175, a junior. Everyone split out. Seidel decides to run up the middle, being pursued by Walensky, who has no trouble lining him up and getting him down.
After a 2-yard gain, Seidel bring up 2nd and 8.
So as wide open as Seidel was to take off with that ball, he managed to gain only 2 yards. DJ Seidel. Gerd in there as well. Handoff to Gerd, looking for the corner. Makes the corner, but 5 defenders. No blockers. 5 players trying to line him up and get a hold of him. It's very elusive.
At the end of the first half, the score tied at 14.
So the time runs out. The first half is in the books, and North Andover started with a big advantage in terms of success and yards per play, and Billerica has at least closed the gap, if not gone ahead in production. So, given the protocols, both teams avoid the locker rooms for the half, and they'll huddle up here on the field. No blackboards, no film, none of the normal assets you might have at least as the home team. So that's it for the first half. We'll be back for the kickoff for the second half. So welcome back, second half. North Andover with the ball. Walensky, quarterback, calls his own number. Gets a good gain. 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Schindler looking very confident on that run. Knew exactly where he wanted to go. And in motion and stoppage of play. North Andover. Second play of the half. Walk off. So, 2nd and 8. Carbone, Scully, Roche, Regan, the offensive line. Here is Will just piling over the defense. Number 22 getting road graded, Cabrera, but enough to make the tackle. So, Schindler looking like a person with purpose here, exerting himself, asserting himself. Showing some leadership here. Going wide, but tackled by 21. Walensky looking for the corner. The blocker couldn't hold the block long enough for Walensky to get past. Might have made some yards by turning up shallow there. When it looked like he changed his mind and went wide. Will, looking, has Wolfie. Oh, Ferrillo gets 6. 3rd and 3. Or 4. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. This is doable. Dubzinski sends in a play. There's a pitch wide, and no gain. 4th and 3, near midfield. Would we dare to go for it? No. Here comes the kicking team. Given the way we haven't solved Billerica, going for it there might have been a heartbreaker. So let's see what happens here. This ordinarily would be just a straight punt. See, the long snapper gets the ball back good. No hard rush. Decent punt. Gonna carry him a couple of times. Gets a decent roll down inside the 20. So with 7:45 in the 3rd quarter, 7:45 remaining, Billerica will have the ball. This will tell us a lot about the second half. Jack O'Connell playing defense on this side, also is a quarterback. He's got the assignment of 22, Cabrera. Split out wide. Looks like another run. O'Connell's doing a lot of running from his defensive position to cover in case the runner breaks through, which has happened. Defensive coach waving some defenders to move the coverage more to the short side of the field. Seidel about to take the snap. Keeps it himself. Nope, gives off the inside handoff. Let's see who that is. Oh, yeah. Dufour. 5'11", 200. Billerica at their 29, they've achieved the first down. So now let's see what the options are. Linton on the carry. Zach Pagnini, the tackle on that side, making a nice block. He's a key blocker to get the runner sprung free. He's the left tackle. Blum is the left guard, 64. So once again, making yards. Pagnini, the left guard, was the lead blocker for Gerd on that play. Coming across the field, across the formation. '71 Ratana, a big center. Seidel making a change. Calls his own number and is tackled. Nice tackle by the defensive back, though he got away only to slip down. 2nd and 9 for Billerica. North Andover playing good defense there. Another run. The quarterback himself splits right through over the guard. Looks like the ball is out momentarily, but Seidel has the ball. So here we have 3rd and 1. This is a down where North Andover had success in stopping them in the first key play of the first series. The blocking has changed a bit since then. Let's see what's happening here. They were moving ahead. Gerd with the ball again and breaks away, breaks out of several tackles. Is restrained, but they needed one and they got 14. So they're in the Knights' territory here. 10, 12, 13 yards over midfield with a first down with momentum. We're in the third quarter. There's 3 minutes and 25, 24, 23 seconds and running. One wide receiver. It looks like a run formation. North Andover about to blitz inside. Dufour finds a hole. The left side, the guard, the tackle, finds an opening between the two. They have the option here. It looks like the left tackle, Pagnini, is the key player. He's going to run towards him. Check. Is the hole the inside or the outside? Is the defender coming inside of Pagnini, outside of Pagnini? What is the coverage? They're leaving Pagnini essentially unblocked. Have a gap there. Seidel himself with the ball manages a few yards by going in the other direction. Here's a flag coming in late. This usually is a defensive. Yes, face mac. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. That certainly helps Billerica in a tie game.
Penalty takes it to the 20, first and 10, Billerica.
2 minutes to the quarter. And a timeout. So here we are. First and 10. One receiver wide. Seidel keeps it himself. Is cut down. A very important play for North Andover. The defense cut right in there on Seidel. Brought him down for no gain. What will they do here on second and third downs? Gerd jumping through, makes 4 yards. 3rd and 6. 4 yards was 2 yards too many on that play. He went up behind the big center. Difficult job for North Andover, especially as this game wears on. You're going to be mano a mano with that big offensive line. Here's the snap. And the ball inside. And that's a helmet coming loose. Dufour has an injury. It's a North Andover helmet, but unfortunately they made a terrific gain there. They're not only inside the red zone, they're down in scoring territory.
First and goal, Billerica at the North Andover 6.
From the 6, Dufour is out, but they have a lot of backs. Linton. Seidel from the 6 calls his own number, heads for the corner, and he is taken down for no gain, maybe a yard. Second and goal at the 5. This is an important series. A timeout called. So that is the quarter. What a game. North Andover 14, Billerica 14.
Reminder, the next home game is Friday, April 2nd against Tewksbury at 5 p.m. Thank you.
Good athletes on both sides, but the defenses are playing well. Billerica has this ability to confuse the defense behind their big offensive line by trickeration. You think they're handing the ball to the runner heading for the outside, but he's the inside runner coming back across a misdirection. Misdirection time and again. So it's important for the defense up front to hold their positions while penetrating at the same time. So here they are. Ball is given to Gerd, which usually means yardage. Picks up 2. It's third and goal at the 3. It's the beginning of the fourth quarter. We're down to 11:34 and counting, and this is an extremely important play. Stopping them here would be enormous, although they would probably try for it on the 4th down. Rolling left, going for the corner. He has the corner.
3-yard run, the quarterback, DJ Seidel. Touchdown, Billerica, makes the score. Billerica.
Seidel just outrunning people from one side of the field to the other. North Andover not getting penetration on that side. Good offensive call. Probably pinching to try to hold the corner on this side. Billerica, as you'd expect, they're just trying to kick here. That's reliable, and they get this one again. So North Andover still with 14 points. Have not scored in a while here. And Billerica has 21. North Andover ordinarily They would not confront a decision here, but should they score at this point, they may decide to take a risk at this point and try for 2, just in order to get ahead by a point, which may induce Billerica at some point to try a field goal. The kicker's very good on extra points. Don't know what his record on field goals is. But that would be a risk. It's a beautiful day here in North Andover at Joe Walsh Stadium. It's shirt sleeve weather. It must be in the mid-60s after days and nights that are below 0. Many days in March. We've had some and there's a scrum at about close to the 40. North Andover picked up a reasonably short kick and returned it well. Jack O'Connell, sometimes quarterback, underclassman, lots of potential. Has a nice delivery. Jake up the middle. Snap was a little high. I don't know what the play was. I think it might have been him carrying the ball anyway, but makes a good gain. Moves the change, a first down. Schindler continues to impress. Ankowitz out wide over here. Receivers split out. Man in motion. Jake again. Schindler has the corner, has the speed, runs right by the defender. Touchdown Knights! Uh-oh. No flags on the play. 21-20. Now, what is the coach doing? Looks like we have the kicker in. Yes. With 10 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, 10-24 in this game, North Andover is on the verge of tying it up again. There's the kick, and it is good. Good Knights. Tie game. Billerica 21, North Andover 21. Our kicker comes on the field. Seth DeSalvo, ready to boot it to the Billerica football team. My cell phone is overheating. Seth puts it up. Billerica with their normal contingent of 2-2-2. And the 30, the 20, and the end zone, the end line. DeSalvo looks like he's going to boot it deep, and he does. A nice kick. Back in the end zone, and touchback called. First and 10 at the 20. I think the receiver of that kick wanted to run it out. Seidel, inside handoff. North Andover is stacking up the carrier after a couple of yards. Gerd on the carry, Walensky in on the tackle. Gets about 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Big number 71 out there. What a line. Yeah, they can't eat enough to. 26 wide. He's got the corner. 2 defenders over there to bring him down. Brings the ball out to the 38 or 39. 13, 14 yards. Made the corner. Another scrum. Short yardage. Linton. In the old days, North Andover was called Johnson High, and Billerica was called Howe, H-O-W-E, Howe High. How high? Too high. Ball inside, looks like Gerd. Can't read his number, but he's stopped in his tracks. A big play there. Walensky in on that play. North Andover end. Holding his arm. Casualty of the tackle there. I think that's Max Wolfgang. Seems better. All right, important down here. 3rd and 7. A wide receiver, Seidel. Gives the ball to 26 going wide. Dufour has got it. He doesn't have the first down, I don't believe. But he's close. 4th and 1. Well, I'm guessing Sigsbury is going to go for it here. He's a gambler. Tie game. 8 minutes to go. Seidel coming in with a play. Inside handoff. He's close or he has it. Very close. 26, I think that's Dufour. And they're saying first down. Very important play. Billerica getting the benefit of the call there. Gerd again. Not as much. Little gimpy getting up there. Yeah, he's feeling a couple of hits, reaching over maybe to pull up his sock, check his shoe. He's not in the shape he was at the beginning. This is the 32nd renewal game of this rivalry. Billerica, 15 wins. North Andover Johnson, 15 wins. One or two games where they believe the game was played, but the result is uncertain, according to records. So, long history of these two teams playing. Offside, North Andover. Not good. Not good. Not disastrous, but not good. DJ calling himself. Squirts through for 3-4 yards. Making it 3rd and short. So closing in again on a short yardage situation to keep the drive moving. Cabrera in there. Jacob Oliver, the right tackle. 21 Tassone lined up next to him as a blocker. And the quarterback squirts through. Looks like he's got 72 blocking for him. He made at least enough for the first down there. Chains moving. Ball on the 40. 5 minutes, 36, 35, 34 seconds. 5 minutes and counting in this game. Important that they keep them from scoring here. Seidel, more of a factor. Calls his number again. He's got the outside, got the corner. There's a flag on the field. Hoping for a holding on Billerica here. Officials conferring. And here's the signal. Hold on Billerica. Measuring from the spot. Brings it back to the 46. First and 16. First and 16. That helps. We had a penalty. They have a penalty. Offset. And the clock is running. 4:52. And moving. And still as undecided as it was 2 minutes ago. Is Seidel again. North Andover penetrating. 2-3. Walensky in there again. Terrific. Gained about a yard or two. And looks like a timeout by the coach, Sigsbury, Dwayne Sigsbury. So these high school teams have a long history together. I mean, there's one of the games that was played for which a score can't be found was played in 1926. That's like 94, 95 years ago. Oh, and the first game ever played between the two was played in 1925. I think they either had leather helmets in those days, or perhaps they hadn't invented the helmet yet. "32 games overall. Each can account for 15 wins. Who will break the tie today? 4 minutes, 15 seconds. This is a long drive. Another short back over here in the slot. Shifty. Man in motion, comes in motion, overloading this side. Seidel runs the other way, gets the corner. Is within about 5 yards. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Making yardage on those runs. Not so much in the middle now, but the outside running has improved, which isn't to say they won't come back at that left tackle. In motion, pointing. All start. False start, Billerica. North Andover defender pointing. Hey, there's movement over here. Calling for someone to respond. The officials did. That moves the ball back again now, so it's 3rd and about 12. 3rd and 12. Need to make the 30 for a first down here. They have 2 downs to do it. It's the performance in the second half would indicate that they can get 6 yards a carry. Motion again. Goes wide. Up, beautiful. Tackled by the last man on the defensive line. Ferrulo. 4th and 12. So you'd expect a pass here. They haven't thrown that many passes. Sigsbury playing this one very conservatively on play calling. So what have we got? Oh, it's hard to believe they're going to punt, but it looks like they might be. Wants to try to pin, apparently wants to try to pin North Andover down deep. You must expect that this is an experienced punter. Ball is down near the goal line, rolling. Oh. Seidel is the punter, gets the ball to the 1 yard line. So they were about as successful on that strategy as they could be. So now we have 3:07 to go in the game. The offense has revolved around Will Schimler running, calling his own number with shades of acknowledgement to the previous quarterback, a great quarterback, Jake McElroy, has gone off to Holy Cross. to reinvent shortstop play. So here is the challenge for North Andover. I would say what you need is to score and take 3 minutes to do it. Some conversation between the officials and Billerica coaching. Some question perhaps about rules, or I think that's Sigsbury, but and I don't think he's at all happy about the result of the conversation. First down, North Andover. Yes. Pass, personal foul, half the distance. So the nose tackle on this defense is a 265-pounder. Well, actually, he's the tackle. 44 is the nose guard. Under center, gives the ball, brings it out over the 5.
First down carry on the play. Gain of 7 on the play. Will be 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. I can't read the numbers from here, but you'd think that was Farillo. So probably going to run something similar. There we go again. Cuts back into the middle. Has at least 7 or 10. Out to about the 18. Farillo again.
Takes it out to his own 18-yard line.
So now that they're clear, they've gone back to the typical shotgun formation, if you will. Here's a stoppage of play. North Andover. False start. False start. God. Billerica had one a couple of minutes ago. Now North Andover has one. 1st and 15. And we have 2 minutes 22 and the clock is running. God, this is, what, a nail biter? Schindler, very short gain, if at all. Very high snap. 2nd and 14. They need a play here. Depending on the coach, Dobzinski to send something in. Schindler back to the huddle. Has all his starters in. 2 wides to this side, 2 to the other side. Great run. Didn't get all of it. Got about half of it, and unfortunately there's a flag on the play. That's never good. Yeah, it's back here, just behind the tackle. Oh, this is discouraging. 1:23. Well, now the thing is to just hold on to the possession of this ball. The last thing you'd want to do is give up possession here. 2nd and 19. The clock is running. 1:10. Schindler rolling out down the middle and overthrown. Another flag. 59.8 seconds. This is painful. Agonizing. Grounding? There was a receiver there. That is awful. Must be a relative of Sigsbury. Oh, God. The glare. He must have lost the players in the glare. 3rd and 24. Clock rolling. Under center. Play is outside, but staying in bounds. Ferrullo obviously told by the coach, whatever you do, don't go out of bounds. The clock is resetting to a new time here. It says 29.4 seconds. Ferrullo looks like he may have been hurt on that last play. Officials talking with the coach. Officials huddled up together. Here comes the ball. Officials checking the protocols. What they're going to do here. So it is 4th down, and it looks like North Andover is going to punt with 30 seconds in the game. A bad snap, gets a kick away, but not a great kick. It's to the 31-yard line. This is awful. North Andover 33, 25 seconds. 25 seconds, 3 or 4 plays, plenty of, well, you'd need timeouts. I'm not sure that they have any timeouts left. No, it looks like perhaps they do. Perhaps each team has timeouts. North Andover on a razor's edge here. Sigsbury came in confident. Both coaches have called a good game. Just the right amount of risk and playing within themselves. Here we go. That big offensive line is there on the 33-yard line. Seidel gives the ball to 26 going wide, and he's brought down with pursuit. Second down and 7. What is the time remaining? Well, the clock says 1 second, but that seems unlikely. Or ironic. Or something. North Andover coaches on the field talking to their players about what to do here. You have to think that Sigsbury's going to call a pass if this is indeed the last play. So someone needs to sack him if that's the case. And looks like they're lined up to try a field goal. This is a long field goal. This is from 38, 48 yards. There's the snap. The ball is short, it looks like. Yes, it is short.
Field goal is short. No good. North Andover will take over on downs.
North Andover will take over on downs. And they have a timeout. So if you're watching at home now, undoubtedly you're huddled around the television contemplating the strategy here and the potential risk reward and what the probability of North Andover winning this game is at this moment. Everything is in the balance. This game could go either way. So here is a coin flip for the overtime. North Andover apparently has called it. And it appears that North Andover has won.
Billerica will have the ball in overtime.
Oh.
Andover on defense.
Oh, okay. So, North Andover defending this end, and Seidel chose that end to run toward. The sun is
Billerica starts the overtime at the North Andover 10-yard line.
is
First and goal.
in the face of the quarterback if he's looking westerly. Guess this would be the north end zone. So Billerica with Gerd. He takes a snap, pitches back. The short player eludes, tackles. Yeah. But he is
6 on the play. It'll be second and goal at the 4.
second and goal at the 4. Seidel cuts in. It's close. North Andover says no. Billerica says he's in. It's certainly close. Depends on what they call down, where they spot the ball.
Billerica stopped short of the goal line. Third and goal at the 1.
North Andover holding their ground here. No time for a pass. Third and goal, looks like another run, and Seidel himself heads in over the tackle.
Touchdown Billerica.
Yep.
The score Billerica 26, North Andover 21.
You would have expected him to go to the left where they're somewhat bigger, but he did get right behind the right tackle. So Billerica conferring here. They've scored 27-21 is the current score. Seidel coming in with the play. Tassone is the tight end. Receiver split. Snap back. And it appears he's in. And he is. So on the first possession for Billerica, they get the 6 plus the 2, 8 points. Score is now North Andover 21 and Billerica has 29. Now, North Andover's time.
North Andover takes over first and goal at the 10.
Jake down close.
Will Schindler on the carry for the Knights. Picks up 6 on the play. Second and goal at the 4.
Second and goal at the 4. It looks like he could do that again. Ran at the bigger side of the defense, right beyond the nose tackle, who comes to this side now. He's over on the right. Looks like you'd want to run to the left, but Will piles in there, extra yards. Touchdown North Andover. So this game comes down to, at the moment, one play. This play could decide it. So the advantage of having the quarterback run the ball on these plays is it gives you the opportunity to have an extra blocker. Because if the quarterback hands off, he's not usually in a position to block for the ball carrier. So they run this play twice, once to the left, once to the right. See what Billerica comes out with for a defense, what they use for a defensive line, how they line up. Will North Andover call a timeout to talk it over? Each team has a timeout. Will tying his shoe, tying the laces. So here we are, 77, left tackle, runner in motion, gives it to Walensky, who is stopped, breaks free. Does he make it in? Oh, what a heartbreaker. Walensky was out there. He looked like he had the corner. The defender made a move. He had to spin back. Got loose again. To me, it looked like he was in. North Andover thought he was in. Shocking. Billerica is hopping up and down. They are so excited. They're as excited as a team that found themselves in a position to win when this game opened. It looked like they had no chance at all. Somehow they managed to get it together coming into the second half of this game. North Andover was better coached, better prepared, better execution in the first half. Once Billerica was able to get a block by the tackle on the corner, new possibilities opened up. Well, the season has just begun. We won versus the Chelmsford opponent last week, and today our record is 1 win and 1 loss, and the season has only begun. So we look forward to seeing you again. Tune in for North Andover Knights football. I think the next time we play, it'll be on a Friday night. Check the paper, the internet, the MIAA website, the North Andover website, and come back again for the North Andover Scarlet Knights football. Thank you.